Hello everyone, once again here in the studio ICCA Dubai, making our ICCA Summer Make Easy, guys. Welcome once again. This is Chef René, don't forget, okay? And remember, today we are going to make one very technical recipe, easy to make, no worries. I will show you how to make step by step, which is millefeuille, okay? Millefeuille composed by one puff pastry. So let's try to make the puff pastry from the scratch. One compote of raspberries, which we made in the last classes, okay? But we will try to remake the recipe once again, and we'll make one whipped ganache in base of pistachio paste, super delicious pistachio, raspberry, one combination, very European, very fresh, and match very well. Don't forget, guys, you can watch again this video, so don't be sad if you cannot. So watch the entire class. You can rewatch. You can recheck the class. You can continue learning on Foodboard's app and then complete the program and earn your certificate. So this is the most important, guys. You can earn your own certificate after complete every single class. Okay. So guys, from which part of the planet you are visiting us? Okay, around the globe. I wanna know. Maybe Pakistan, maybe India. I don't know. Bangladesh. Let's say Singapore. A lot of people from all the countries getting together, in only one program. Is called ICCA Summer Make Easy, okay? Let's start with the recipe, guys. Remember, any questions, just let me know. Let's go. So, guys, first of all, puff pastry is a dough, right? That all the people asking me around, even in the recipe croissants and recipe of puff pastry, the technique behind is very similar, okay? A little bit complicated. Why? Because it's not about the technically complicated. The main thing is the time of resting. Take longer time to make it. Okay, so you have to be very patient. But in short, the base is a dough. Let's say a dough without any proofer element. When I say proofer element, is without yeast, without bicarbonate, without the baking soda. It's a deft dough, let's say, okay? Sounds very weird, but this is the technical name, okay? So it's only water, flour, and some salt and sugar, okay? So in the recipe that you have in your screen, you have flour, okay? And you have also salt and sugar. So let's put all the dry ingredients together, guys. Nothing complicated, just do it. Even we'll put all together, okay? So no need to overthink, about your recipe. Just put all together, even the flour. So we have water. The water has to be combined with vinegar also, okay? Why? Because the vinegar has one high pH, okay? It's very acid. So this acidity allow me to break the gluten elastase. So your dough will be more, let's say, lazy. Because if it's in stress after the kneading, when you stretch the dough, because we have to make one lamination, we'll put one batter inside and we'll make some folds. If it's too in tension, let's say, it will make some contraction. So maybe in the stretching process, you can break your dough. That's why always vinegar or any acid element, let's say. Okay. So let's start in first speed, slowly in the beginning. Okay. Remember, we don't wanna dust all the kitchen. Okay. We have viewers from India, Nigeria, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Ghana, UK, Kenya. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Any question, let's ask. You can leave your question in the commentaries, and media team will answer you. I will answer, and they will write for sure every single question that you have. Okay, guys? So let's move it, guys. In the beginning, it will become very dry. Okay? Maybe the recipe will need a little bit more water. All depends of the brand of the flour. All depends of how many protein I have in the dough. So I can tell you can use one AP flour, all-purpose flour. Maybe you can use one T55 or T45, which is very special to reach this flakiness after baking, because the puff pastry, this is the main characteristic. It will be laminated, but will be very crunchy and more flaky. Okay, so try to find one flour between, let's say, 10 to 11% of protein. Chef, how I can do it? When you go to the supermarket, you will flip it, okay? And you will read the nutritional information. So in the nutritional information, in the label behind, you have all the characteristics of your flour, okay? So let's add a little bit more water, just to make sure that everything is together. And let's increase the speed, guys, okay? So this dough will take around, let's say, 2 minutes, okay? So at the same time, we have to make, remember, our compote. So our compote, which is composed by raspberry, sugar, and agar-agar. Remember? We'll repeat the same recipe, guys. Remember, this is a compote composed by agar-agar. And the agar-agar, remember, is a satiating agent which comes from the seaweeds. So it's completely vegan. Okay? What is the main characteristic of my agar-agar, of the agar-agar in general terms? It will activate it after boiling. So after 95, 99 degrees Celsius, if you keep it boiling at least 30 seconds, it will activate it and it will set between 50 45 degrees. So it will be warm. This is allowed me to make some hot gelatins. Sounds very weird, but this kind of gelatin, it will set once it still is warm. Quite the opposite happened with the normal gelatin, right? So we'll put all together. Look at all together in the pot. Sugar, agar-agar, and the puree. The three ingredients together. And I will combine immediately. Don't wait. Otherwise, you will produce lumps. When you get lumps, it's very difficult to remove. So move immediately. We'll put over the fire, guys, and let's start to work. Okay? Let's start to work. Moving all the time, avoiding burn the button. Okay? Avoiding burn the button. So let's work in the activation of the agar-agar and at the same time in our dough, which is almost done. Okay? I don't know if the camera can catch, but how you will notice that your dough is already done and ready to take it out from the machine is start to stick from the sides. My sides of the bowl is completely neat and clean. So I will turn off and I will remove. Okay? Look at, it'll release alone. So your hook is clean. Okay? Let's remove. Thank you very much. We have our bowl. Let's take it out of the machine because we'll use the entire space. Let's put here, let's say. So we have our dough. Look at this, guys. Our dough. What I will do, I will knead it by hand. So I will finish always by hand. Remember, I show you the technique manually. If you don't have this kind of machine, guys, you make one hole in the middle of the flour, you know. We will make one kind of mountain, let's say, and you will put all the ingredients inside, and you will start to move it with your hands. Okay? Look at this. Our compote is done. Why I know? Because it starts to boil it. Once it's reached the 100 degrees, the agar-agar is completely activated. Okay? So let's wait 1 minute and let's focus in the dough. Look at. Foldings. No need to break. A lot of people have the tendency to break. Don't break. Once you develop the gluten, you know, which is the protein that allows me to get elasticity and strength in my dough, no need to break once again because you will turn it back. Okay, you have to knead it once again. So look at this. Let's fold, move, and you press with the weight of your body. You know, you put in the base of your palms and press. Guys, this is a very good workout, not a gym. So take flour, water, and will be for sure cheaper than the gym. Okay, and you will learn. So double advantage. Okay, so what I will do now, I will make a round shape. Look at this. What I will do, I will take my cling film, and I will rest the dough at least 10 minutes at room temperature, okay? No need more, then need a lot of resting, but after, okay? But in the beginning, at least 10 minutes. Why? Because then I have to stretch your dough by 5 millimeters. We'll make a big rectangle. So to allow me to get this shape, it has to be a little bit relaxed. If you start to roll it now, it will make some contraction. So it will be very difficult to reach the real size, okay? So here, we have our compote. Remember, the agar-agar was boiled, so it's ready to use. We'll use one tray. And remember that the last class, we'll put over the tray. And I will put in the chiller or in the freezer. In the freezer, it will take no longer more than let's say 5 minutes, okay? With 5 minutes will be more than enough. So what will happen? Once it's completely set, I will break in small chunks. We'll put in a plastic jug like this one. Yes, I will show you later. We'll put some water and we'll make our compote, okay? So let's put in the freezer. 3 minutes, remove the dough. Okay? Okay, guys. So let's say this dough was resting 10 minutes, okay? After 10 minutes, what we will do? Look at this. If the recipe is very balanced, so no need to add any flour, okay? If it's too sticky for any reason, feel free to dust, but don't abuse about the flour. Otherwise, your dough will be too dry, okay? So after the first folding will be impossible to roll in, okay? So I will prepare one tray. Can I get one tray? We have a tray? We can use this one, no problem. A deep tray or flat tray, whatever you have. Try to use one baking paper. Don't use plastic because it will stick too much, then it will be very difficult to handle, okay? So, guys, look at, without flour in the table, you will stretch. How I will stretch, guys? Happen all the time here in ICCA because more with the beginners, they don't know the properly technique to stretch. So normally the tendency is like that. Guys, you don't stretch anything. Always, you have to stretch from the middle up, from the middle pressure down, okay? From the middle up, from the middle down. Look at, okay? From the middle down, from the middle up, okay? Look at, no flour, so middle up, middle down, okay? Are you enjoying the recipe you did before this recipe of pastry you tried to make at home? Was too challenging? Let me know. Let me know. We have any question? I think in TikTok, we have Andrew from TikTok asking, can I use lemon for compote? Yes, yes, the flavors, about flavors, no limits, guys. So try to find one flavor that's matched with the lemon. Normally, for me, it's very nice with hazelnut, macadamias, or something like that. The nuts in general combine very nice with the citrics, like pomelo, like lemon, like lime. It's very good. Okay, guys. We have our dough. So what I will make, I will put here. And very important now, guys, is the resting. Okay? So I will wrap it, and I will put in the chiller minimum 3 hours. Okay? The best way, 24 hours. So between more resting in the chiller, let's say between 3-6 degrees, it will be easier to handle later. You will understand now why I'm telling you easy to handle, because then we'll make foldings. It's the same thing that they apply in the croissant. In the croissant nowadays, in social media, you can see from the scratch the lamination. We'll make something similar by hand, okay? So let's rest at least 3 hours in the chiller, okay? Okay. So, guys, so we have the compote in the chiller. We made the dough already. Let's make the whipped ganache. And I forgot, you know, I don't remember, honestly, how many times we make whipped ganache, okay? But it's a trend, you know, and it's very easy to make. You know, no need too much ingredients, and depending on the shaking that you apply, it will reach different texture, even like mousse, so it's very nice. We have our gelatin soaked in water, was previously 5 minutes soaking in water, in cold water, okay? I will squeeze a bit, okay? And I will put over my chocolate. It's no problem. Can I get the big bowl, please, the biggers? And I will remove my water. Let's dry my hands and let's start, okay, guys? So we have 2 equal parts of cream. Remember, right? Do you remember? How many times we made the whipped ganache? I forgot, honestly, but too many times. So remember, the first part will be in the pot. So let's get boiled. Or at least the enough temperature to melt then the chocolate, okay? So the first part in the pot, okay, the first part in the pot. We have our chocolate and our gelatin together. It's okay, camera? Very good. and our pistachio paste. Guys, today's pistachio, tomorrow you can use any paste, pralines, chocolate, melting chocolate, you can use peanut butter, whatever you want or you have, you can use Nutella, why not, okay? So let's put inside, okay? Why I decide to use pistachio? Because it's very French flavor. Pistachio and raspberry is something that you will see in every single shop of pastry in Paris, okay? So it's something very classic. Okay, guys, so the cream is almost boiled. Let's wait a little bit. Remember gelatin, paste and pistachio paste and chocolate, and the rest of my cream cold next to the mise en place. Okay, another TikTok viewers wants to know, are you Chilean? Yes, I come from Santiago de Chile, very far to here, let's say like 24 hours in flight. Impossible to reach Chile straight away. We had to make one, let's say, connection in Rio de Janeiro, in Sao Paulo, in Brazil, right? And yes, I dedicate all my life, at least until now, to the pastry. So very happy to be here, you know, very nice experience working in the GCC. Something that I will never forget in my life for sure. It's completely different. I come from another culture, very rich in gastronomic terms, but at the same time, completely different, guys. But yes, I come from Chile, so I speak Spanish. I speak Spanish, French, Portuguese, and English. So this is the experience, eh? I never take classes. This is extra information. Maybe no one cared, but now you know. Okay? We are Latinos from Latino America. Okay, guys, so we have the cream, we have the chocolate, we have our satiating agent, which is the gelatin, and let's make one ganache. Okay? Very important, guys. You have to make sure that every single chunk of chocolate has to be melted onto the cream. Okay? Onto the cream. So, very nice emulsion. So, when you notice that everything is completely dissolved and you don't have any chunk, let's add the cream. Okay? Can I get the clean film, please? Clean film. Wipe. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So, if you compare with a normal ganache we use normally for make macarons, for example, this one will be completely liquid. Very important, guys, and once again, and I will never get tired to repeat, you need time. To make pastry, you need time. That's why when we come here to make the lives, we have to make a good mise en place, a previous preparation, you know, because in pastry, at least, you need time. Nothing is automatic. It's not like cookery that you can make one meat in the moment or one salad in the moment. In pastry, the resting and the time of resting is very important. In this case, it's very important because you have to leave that the fat start to get body, you know, get the structure. You need that the satiating agent start to work, and you need that the crystallization of the chocolate happen completely. So it will take longer time. And different fats are combined in this environment. You have cream and you have cocoa. So one is vegetal and the other one is animal. So you need the resting and even for the maduration of your flavor. So what we will make now, guys, is, thank you very much, clean films. Every single cream in pastry has to be caught in the surface. So what I mean, touching the cream. Okay, guys, we have another question, I think. A lot of questions today, eh? You are making me work. Yusuf asking, what cream do you use? 35% of fat, guys. So read the label. Normally now in the front of the logo will say 35% of fat. Okay? If it's less, it will never get whipped and it will never get this chantilly, let's say, texture. Okay? So very important is 35% of fat. Don't forget that. And normally in pastry we will use, this is the standard, 35, 34. Less than 30 doesn't work, guys. Too much friction and never will whip, and then you will split your cream. If it's too much fat, if it's double fat, what's happened is it's very sensitive to the friction, so it will split anyways, and in the paladar will be too fatty. So 30% of fat is more than enough. Okay, guys, like that to the chiller. Thank you very much, guys. And as usual, guys, and this is something automatically, we have to wipe our table to get everything neat and clean, okay? This is the difference between one amateur and one professional, okay? So every single thing that I use, I have to watch, I have to wipe. Otherwise, we'll finish with the mess till here. Okay, guys, so we have our compote. Can I get the plastic jug, please, and the compote, the jelly? So, guys, remember our jelly and the blade, please, the attachment. Is here. Sorry, I'm getting crazy, guys. This is the kitchen. Okay, it's working? Yes. So, we have our jelly. And look at this. So, look. And let's make our so look at this. To decorate or you decide, you know. In this, I will use guys, I will use everything. And you will say, Chef, but it's solid. Yes, but the agar-agar have one condition completely different in compares to the, let's say, the normal gelatin, okay? The normal gelatin. Why? Because the normal gelatin, you can make the same. You can make one compote. You can make one compote for sure. But once you reach the compote, thanks the friction, it will get like a marmalade or like a jam, right? But after a few minutes, once reach 18 degrees, 15 degrees, and then 10, it will come back to be jiggly, you know, a gelatin. This is never will happen with the agar-agar. Once you get the compote textures, it will never turn it back. So always will be like a jammy texture. So this is allow me to make one jam with more flavor for sure, because the jam in original technique, you have to overcook it. So overcooking the fruit, you will lose freshness. This one, you will boil it. So it will be for sure, it will have these notes of freshness like when you eat one fresh fruit. And this is very nice because allow me to keep the control about the sugar, and at the same time, you keep your freshness. So when you try something in pastry very fresh, the quality for sure will increase. Very important, quality first. And the knowledge behind is very important. We have another question, I think. Does the cream need to be hot for the ganache? Yes. Very important, how you will melt your chocolate completely, okay? You can pre-melt the chocolate also, but the advice always is heat it up the cream. Otherwise, will be very difficult to eliminate completely the chunks or the cullets, you know? You need to melt. Okay, guys? Let's do it. If I'm going too fast, so let me know, okay? Just let me know. So, remember, the dough is in the chiller. It's resting. At least 3 hours, 3 hours. The whipped ganache is resting in the chiller. At least 8-12 hours, okay? If you have 24 hours, much better, guys, okay? And this one you can use immediately. Okay? Very important is, guys, and this is very important. It's like jam, but it's not jam, okay? What is the difference between each? In the jam, you have a lot of concentration of sugar. So the concentration of sugar allow me to keep a long shelf life. Okay, so normally one jam have one shelf life of 1 month, 2 months. Okay, when you make in artisanal way, you keep in the chiller 2-3 months easy, because the sugar charge is high. In this one is lower, first of all, and second, you have a lot of water. So between more activity of water in one product, it will have less shelf life. So no more than 3 or 4 days, okay? Very important, because then you will spoil your jam and you will say, oh, Chef Rene, it's a fake pastry, la la la. No. Very important, guys, is to know the composition of your recipe. So, and this is happening in ICCA, okay? It's not only recipes. You don't come here to learn only recipes. You come here to learn the technique and the gastronomy behind. So, very important, guys, as if you decide to join us, is theory and it's practical, okay? More in pastry is very important, the theory. So, the invitation, guys, is to go to the website, go through to Instagram, don't feel shy, and ask whatever you want, okay? We have different options. We have artisanal programs, we have breads, we have everything. So the media team is available 24/7 to resolve any doubt and any question that you have about the programs, okay? They will never sleep, right guys? Yes. Okay guys, so look at, we have our light sugar and fresh jam, okay? So I will put in a piping bag and I will keep in the chiller. You can use from now, no need to rest, okay? So this is very important. So let's take it out the dough from the chiller, please. And I have 2 butters in the chiller, please. Can I have? Guys, look at the dough. After, I'm very tight to avoid humidity. Chef, it's too much cling film. Yes, I know, but has to be very tight. Otherwise, it will absorb all the humidity that comes from the chiller, okay? I don't want to add more water. Thank you very much. You are the best, man. Okay? Guys, look at this. It's like a plastilin. Super, super lazy. And now, I will make the lamination. Okay? This is the complicated part because then in professional terms, you use the lamination machine, you know, the sheeter machine. It's a machine. It's composed with 2 platforms, 2 rolling pins in the middle. You can see in social medias to make croissants. Even, it's very useful to make pâte feuilletée. Why? Because you have to keep everything cold. Now the temperature of my butter is around 5 degrees. The temperature of my dough is around 15. Why? Because in that temperature, both of them have the same texture. What's happening if it's too cold? Then when I fall inside, because I have to put this butter inside, if I stretch too cold, I will break the butter inside, so I will damage all the lamination. What is lamination, guys? I will let you know right now, okay? So I start with 300 grams of butter, okay? Which represent 30% of the dough. So normally we'll use 1 kilo 300, 1 kilo 200, and maximum 300 grams of butter. You can use one by one, but this is professional level. So my advice is start with very few quantity of butter. Which kind of butter, guys? Is butter that have between 80-82% of fat. So it's dry butter. Why dry butter? Because if it's too watery, it's very sensitive to the temperature, so it will start to melt very fast, okay? You have too many suppliers in the market nowadays. Everything is available, guys. So try to find, even in internet, you can reach, okay? So I stretch until reach one thickness similar in comparison to the dough. And what I will do, I will count. This is very, very, very challenging, guys. Today in the morning or yesterday, I was talking with the people from Abu Dhabi, and they asked me, what you will make tomorrow? No, puff pastry, but you will bring one industrial puff pastry and you will ship? No, for sure, guys. We have to show you how to make it, right? And they say, but are you crazy? Yes, I'm crazy, guys, but I will try my best, okay? So, from the center, up, okay? Go. Always, guys, keeping the closing up. Look in your face, never down, okay? Good workout, guys. Good workout. So look at this. This is good technique. You will leave it like that. And look at this. So, in strict terms, guys, you start already the lamination. Now you have one layer of dough, one layer of fat, and one layer of dough, right? So, chef, how we will make the 1,000 layers? Millefeuille, right? Millefeuille means 1,000 lips. Okay, millefeuille. Look at, guys. What I will do, without wastage, we are at home, no need to be too very precise. Let's close, and always we will start with one double fold. Remember, we'll close in and we'll fold once again. Okay? Double. Why I will start with the double? Because now the dough is in relax. So if I start with the single one, then will be super difficult to make double fold, because the tension of the dough, pending every single fold, it will increase. Okay, look at. You will wait 1 hour, and you will stretch once again. Okay? So for every single fold, you have to wait at least 1 hour. I will not wait for sure, because we don't have 3-4 hours to fold, but at least this is the advice, guys. Please don't do it immediately. I'm doing it now only to explain to you, but I have already laminated one dough to teach you, okay? So we have question, guys. I think in TikTok we have one TikToker using asking, are you using Vitina? Vitina. Tell me, what is Vitina? Maybe I don't know. We don't know. Tell me what is Vitina. Okay? This is the idea. We can learn together, or maybe the writing is wrong. I don't know. But can be. Okay? So, then, simple flow. So, after 2 doubles and 1 single, we'll wrap it. It's here. Sorry. I tell you, I become crazy. Okay? Let's wrap it. And guys, once again, minimum 3 hours. The best, 24. Okay? In the high-end pastries, they make 1 fold per day. They take like 5 or 6 days to make a very good puff pastry. Sounds weird, but it's real. It's real. It's like that. Okay? So, even you can freeze this one, and you can keep in your freezer in 3-4 months. So you can take it out 1 hour before, and then you can stretch, okay? So like that you can keep in your storage. Any question, guys? Please let us. Can I have one dough? So after 24 hours, your dough will look like this one. I need this tray and baking paper. Like this one, okay? So this one is 2 doubles and 1 single. Guys, if I'm going too fast, baking paper, please. If I'm going too fast, just let me know, okay? Okay, Vitina is industrial margarine, guys. Okay, we can fight with this topic, eh? A margarine is very easy to use because the fusion point, the melting point is higher. Because the butter, it will start to melt once reach 27, 26, it will start to react, on the heat. The margarine, what is the problem with the margarine? The margarine is a vegetal, a fat, and hydrogen, So even with fever at 45 degrees, in your body, it will never melt in your mouth. So you can do it, but the quality will be lower for sure. Because after try any dessert with margarine, the sensation of fat in your mouth will be very long. So you have to drink boiling water. Yes, you need high temperature to, the nice pastry is which you feel all the flavors after it, and you don't feel any fatty sensation in your mouth. Now, answering your question, yes, you can use, but you have to sacrifice some quality, okay? So guys, resting, I don't know if the camera can catch the layers. Camera, you can make one zoom. How satisfying is this? It's very trend also. You can see 1,000 layers, guys. So let's stretch. Now will be a little bit more difficult, guys. Okay, I'm losing weight, so maybe I can do it. Okay? So now, in this moment, we can talk about the life, guys. How's your life? What's happened with you? Did you check the social media of CCA? Did you check all the programs, guys? You check all the programs? I don't think so, eh? So after the class, you will go through the website, and you will check, and you will decide which course you will take in ICCA Dubai or RCCA Abu Dhabi. Okay, we have 2 branches, Dubai and Abu Dhabi, guys. Okay, guys, so we'll stretch until reach one thickness around of ½ centimeter, or depend how thick you want your puff pastry. In my case, I want something thick because it's milfeuille. I detest when I try one milfeuille without face, without layers. So let's stretch like that. What I will do now, guys, the question is, are you enjoying the class? I think it's different, no? It's a different class. Let me know if you're enjoying it, if you understand. If you want me to repeat something similar next week, maybe we can talk about croissants or something similar. We can plan in something fun, nice, and trend. Our milfeuille, okay? Very important, guys. We have folk. No, we don't have folk. Okay, if we don't have fork, we have knife. So make some holes. Very important to release the steam after baking. Okay. If you have fork, better. Because if you don't make this one before, you will lose the shape. It will be like a mountain, like a dunes. Okay. Then when you press, it's very flaky. So when you press, it will get sandy completely. Okay. So guys, this dough will cook the first 25 minutes at 180 alone, without nothing, okay? It will rise because it will puff, right? It will get almost triple size, like that. After 25 minutes, you will put one seal pad, or you can put one baking paper on top and one heavy tray. Don't press. With the weight of the tray will be more than enough, and you will reduce the temperature at 165 degrees Celsius, and you will finish the cook around 25 minutes more. Okay? So, after that, you will take it out. Okay? You will take it out. You will cool it down at room temperature, and you will dust icing sugar on top. Okay? This is not mandatory, but it's very useful. Okay? Icing sugar. Once you reach the icing sugar completely in all the surface, you will burn the sugar at 243 minutes. This is for caramelize. So then your puff pastry has to look like this one. Look at this. Like this one, okay? So this is the magic of TV, guys. The magic of TV, okay? So this one I baked this morning, guys. So it's ready to cut. It's a little bit messy, you know, because it's flaky. Let me know, guys, if you are surprised with the class. I'm taking the risking way today. I promise you, I'm making something very difficult. But everything for our followers. Everything for our followers. Rodrigo on Instagram say, hi from Chile. Hola, Rodrigo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? ¿Cómo estás, compatriota? From Chile, but it's very early today. You sleep or no? Did you sleep? Can I get one plate, please? One plate, a big plate. So let's cut rectangles, okay? Chef, which size? Whatever you want. Smaller, tiny, thicker. It's up to you, okay? It's your recipe. So whatever you need, you will cut, okay? So let's get silence, guys, mute. One. 2. 3. Okay, let's put it that. Whoop. And we have our 3 layers of puff pastry, okay, which is caramelized. Whoop, we'll keep here. We have our plate. Allow me wipe once again. I'm telling you, the flakiness bring messy, okay? So please clean up. So Rodrigo is from Santiago, is from Viña, is from the south of Chile. From where? Or you are in another country now? Wow, people from Chile. Eh? Okay, so our machine. And let's start the assembling. Our machine, I need one whisk for the machine. And let's take it out this one. Thank you very much. And I will take it out my jam and my whipped ganache, guys. So my jam, my whipped ganache, and I will show you the texture. Can you close, please? So our jam, which is in the piping bag, and we have our whipped ganache. I will show you how it looks after resting. Look at, it's super creamy. Very good, very good. The resting time is very nice, guys, because allow me to maturate the flavor. So be careful on that. Time It's very relevant in pastry, okay? So, any question, guys? Don't be shy, eh? Just ask. You can see media team here waiting for the milfei, eh? They asking me before the live. So they enjoy the classes because then they eat a lot. I know then in the beginning very skinny, eh? Be careful, guys. Okay, let me wash my hands. It's a little bit dirty, but we'll whip the ganache very less. It's very sensitive, so don't over whip, otherwise it will split. Okay. Wow. Slowly, slowly, guys. So tell me, you will promise that you will try the recipe at home. Looks difficult, but it's not too difficult at all, eh? So don't be afraid of that. Be brave and just try it. Just try it. Very good. Let's put our piping bag with round nozzle. Any nozzle is up to you, depend of the presentation that you wanna do. Okay, we have our plate. And I will make something different, okay? I have one model there, I will make something different. So I will present to you two different kinds of milfei. Okay, remember the original milfei is composed by vanilla cream. Normally they use a diplomat, creme diplomat, which is pastry cream plus whipped cream, okay? Very good. More than soft peaks the texture of the cream because you have to resist all the weight element. Lucy on Instagram say she will try. I want to see photos, eh? You can take me my Instagram, even you can take any preparation that you make, guys, you can take ICCA also. If you learn something and you make something at home, for example, you can put your plate very nice, you can post in your reel, you know, and then take, why not a collaboration with ICCA? So we have students around the world. So it's the thing, okay? And remember also, you can repeat this recipe, you know, you can rewatch, okay? If you forgot something or you went to the restroom and then you come back, or maybe the lights is off, or whatever happened in the middle of the process and you lose the content, you can rewatch. You can continue learning in the Foodverse app. This is very nice, guys, remember, and complete the program and earn your certificate, okay? It's a huge opportunity, guys, huge opportunity. Now, no need to be here 100% to reach your certificate, okay? So, do it, guys, do it. Any question, let's ask, okay? Lucy says she will share the picture with you, okay? So, take ICCA Abu Dhabi and Dubai and take Patisserie René Cerda. So, I can advise you without problem. So, soft peaks, but not too soft, okay? Because it will have to resist a lot of weight. So, guys, thank you very much. You are the best. You are the best on ICCA today. We don't know tomorrow. Okay, guys. So, we have our plate. We have our puff pastry. Let's build the cake. Let's build the cake. Let's build the cake. I'm missing the chocolate, eh? I'm missing the chocolate. I started to make pastry the last 3 weeks. Let's make something with chocolate next. Okay, guys, look at this, like how you say the Italian ice cream, the gelato. You can take course of gelato also. Eh? Don't forget. With Chef Sabine. We have everything we have here. Look at this, guys. Plate. I will show you the easy way, guys, so you can build straight away in the plate to avoid the transportation to the plate. Okay, so whoop, first layer. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Tac. our jam. Be generous. Generous. Then, second. Can I get a ruler, please? Can you ask for the chefs for a ruler? Ruler, if they have. If they don't have, nothing happened, but one ruler, any ruler. We have? You are a liar, man. Come. Okay, guys? No need to be so serious, guys. We have to get fun. Okay? Look at. So you like the pistachio with the raspberries, very nice. I know it's very classic, it's very common, but it's a good goal. It's a good goal, guys. What to do? Let's remove. Let's remove. Very good. I think it's looking very nice. Let's remove this one. It's mess. You know, and I use the same plate to make the presentation. So you can make one milfei at home, guys. You can do it completely. You can do it. Okay. Thank you very much. I never, get dubs with you, man. So look at this. Icing sugar. Let's do something better. I will always, pipe first because then I will have icing sugar. If I pipe over the sugar, it will never stick. So maybe we can get one accident. So here, maybe here, maybe here, here. Now. One. Okay, we can continue. Pipe, pipe, pipe. Then, you are there, right? I don't receive any question in the last 10 minutes. I'm worried about you. Or maybe you are very focused. So contrast of colors, guys, for sure. We have to learn. You know what's happened sometimes? I don't know if the camera can catch. When you put powder, it's very difficult to stick the drops. Okay, very good. Now, another, yes. No, I have already. Thank you very much. Anyways, we have some raspberries. Can I have the other cake, please? We are almost done, guys. Almost done. Some raspberries. So we have two different presentations, two different formats, of milfei. Very classic, something that all the people love, flaky, crunchy, creamy, yummy. You can combine with infinite flavors, guys. It's something that never passed of fashion. It's a fashion dessert, It's very elegant, very classy, have all the conditions, Even for you as a dessert, it's very challenging. Allow you to get motivated. So the advice is, guys, continue work very hard. Follow every single advice of the chefs. Don't miss any chapter of ICCA Summer Make Easy, okay? So you can learn these beautiful things and more ahead. So the invitation is, remember, rewatch the video, go through to the food bears, guys, and complete the program and earn your certificate, guys, okay? Any questions, let us. Thank you for joining us today, guys. I hope that you learned something. Make the recipe, tag ICCA, and see you soon. Ciao.